Hey folks, welcome to another video. Today we are going to update you on the progress we've made in putting together our e-bike outpost. If you watched the last episode, you know that we opened a second location just down the street from our primary location. We're calling it the Ottawa Bike and Trail e-bike outpost, and it's going to be fully dedicated to e-bikes. So in this episode, we're going to update you on our progress in getting this site put together. We're also going to show you the first e-bike that we put together, talk a little bit about that. That bike actually sold already, so we've had to order a replacement, but we'll get into all of that in just a minute. But before we do, we want to hear from you. What do you want to hear e-bike content wise? We have primarily in the past been a non-e-bike content channel, and we're going to continue to do that for sure. But are you interested in e-bike content? What do you want to hear? What do you want to learn about? Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you want to hear about, or if you don't want to hear anything about e-bikes, let us know that too. That'll help us kind of figure out where we want to go with this channel. But for now, stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hope you enjoy it. This is our update on our e-bike outpost. So we went with this new gray. I'll show you the old color just for comparison. I think it turned out really good. Looks great, lightens the place up. So that was really the first step. We also, in the first video I showed you that we have our new Unior lift in place. We also just picked up a Cobalt rolling workbench, and that's going to be where we do all of our work. I've moved the compressor down here, a couple basic tools, and the reason for that is I have some bikes to put together. So I've already got a couple of orders coming in that I need to get put together. So I've got these Rad Power bikes that came in. I've got two Rad Power Expand Plus, and I'll show you what they look like. They're probably going to be demo bikes, but I already have customers interested in them, so I may have to reorder more if I'm able to sell the two that I ordered. I also have some of our Radster Trail and Radster Road bikes here. These are going to be demos. Those are here and ready to put together. The shop's not really ready otherwise. I've got a few more things I need to get done. One is I'm going to put down a shop surface here just to keep the carpet looking good and also give us a place to kind of do some of the more dirty work. I don't want to mess the carpet up, so I'm going to have to be really careful until that's in place. We have some of this leftover stuff from the previous tenants that needs to get out of here. I've posted that. I've got a couple people come to look at it. And more importantly, I got to get the front windows and the stickers put together. I've got to scrape off what's here, put our new sticker pack that just came in on. It's funny, the mock-up I did in the last video, I guess some people thought that was real. My Photoshop skills, I guess, have improved a bit. That was actually a mock-up, but I do have those stickers on the way. So yeah, a lot more work to do, but I do need to get these bikes put together. So I'm going to do that now. So I will say both Aventon and Rad Power have spent a lot of time and money designing their packaging. They use these little locks to basically secure the box. You got to pull all of those out. And then you can just lift off the top like so, and that gives you access to the rest of the bike. Then I can use the lid for throwing all the extra packing material in, so that it makes it easy to get rid of. So I'm certainly glad that we have a free recycling system here. It really makes it easy. I don't really have to think about the amount of cardboard we're generating. And it's one of the benefits of being in a small town with services like that, I think. The only thing is they don't take plastic, so we end up throwing away quite a bit of plastic. I'd love to figure out a better way to recycle plastic. So if anyone has any ideas, I'm open to suggestions. So this is one of the folding bikes. I haven't put one of these together yet, at least not one of the Rad Powers. So our plan is to have basically one of each of the Rad Power and the Aventon, at least the models that we think are a good fit for our area. We'll have one of each here as a demo, and then customers can order one if they, find one that they like. So that's really how we've worked with Aventon and Rad Power in the past. It works out really well. That way we don't have to have a lot of inventory, just enough so that people can test them out. One of the, challenges or concerns about working with a company like Rad Power or Aventon is that customers can always just order them directly and have them sent to their home, or customers can order them online and have them shipped to us to put together. And in either one of those cases, we really don't get a benefit of having sold the bike. It's, basically they're selling the bike and we're just getting paid to put it together. And it's not ideal for us. If that was the only way we could work with these companies, we probably wouldn't. But they both recently started demo programs, which allows us to be a dealer, and that means that we sell the bikes, we get a margin on the sale of the bike. So that's how we work with these two companies, and so far it's worked out pretty well. We do have situations where people unknowingly buy the bikes on the website directly and they kind of cut us out. But we're happy to work with customers that do that. It's just we want to educate people and let them know that if they buy them directly through us, it's a much better deal. So we always offer the same price that you can get on the website. So if Aventon or Rad Power is offering a deal, we will honor that and basically get the bike for the same price. And then we just charge a small setup and shipping fee to put the bike together for you. We order it for you, we take care of everything. So there's definitely a benefit to working with a dealer as opposed to just ordering the bike on your own. For one, it allows us to get the bike shipped directly to us. We'll put it together, we check everything over. If there are any problems with the bike, of course, we will fix that before you pick it up. We can also make sure it's set up properly. And then also we handle any warranty work later. So if anything goes wrong with the bike under the warranty, we could take it directly to the bike company and get it addressed for you. The other major benefit is that with every bike purchase, and this includes e-bikes as well as non-e-bikes, we do a 1-year free service program where you can bring the bike in and we'll tune it up in the first year for you for free. That includes also some things like attaching new accessories, things like that. The goal for us is really in that first year is kind of shake out any bugs with the bike, get you comfortable on the bike, make any adjustments for you. Oh, the other benefit obviously of working with us is we're going to have all these demo bikes. So when you order something online, you're not going to be able to test ride it. If they're fairly expensive to ship. So if you decide it wasn't right for you, it's a big hassle to try to get it returned. If you come to us, do a demo, make sure you like the bike before you buy it. Huge benefit to that. And that's really what we're trying to do here with this e-bike Outpost in the showroom, is to make it easy for customers to come down and make sure that they're picking the best bike. We'll obviously help you decide, and then avoid the need to return it later. So So of course I mentioned Rad Power and Aventon, but of course we also carry all of the giant e-bikes, Momentum, Live. Those are the three giant brands, and we'll continue to carry those, of course. Still getting used to how this lift works. Very nice. And this bike is foldable, obviously. So it's got a folding point here, and then the handlebars fold down. Have had several customers ask about folding bikes, and I would say they are handy for if you do need something that will fold up. A lot of RV users have them so that they can tool around a campsite once they've parked their RV. Perfect for that. I will say that the ride quality is not going to be on par with a standard bike. So you do compromise things just by having a bike that will fold up. For one, the wheel size is generally smaller, so it's not going to roll quite as nice as a bike with a 26 or 27.5 or a 29-inch wheel. It just isn't. It's not going to ride quite as nice. So that's just one of the compromises that you make. But for a lot of people, that's a compromise that makes sense, and the portability is the most important thing. So I would say just keep that in mind. So one of the things that we often find with these bikes is that out of the box, the brakes are never aligned. So the rotor's rubbing on the brake pads in the brake, and it takes a little bit of work to get them aligned properly. So that's one of the things that we take care of when we put them together. But we always find people that buy these things online and try to put them together themselves almost never get right. So they're riding around with their brakes rubbing. So just one benefit of having a professional bike shop put your bike together is we could take care of all that. Not to mention torquing all of the nuts and bolts to spec. That's one of the things that they outline in the owner's manual, but they of course don't provide a torque wrench for you. So we have all of those tools, and we can make sure all that happens, which can prevent further problems in the future. So again, another benefit of having a professional bike shop put your bike together. So generally they get the shifting pretty close, but there's always room for a little improvement. So we will check all that over, make sure we've got our cables adjusted, our limit screws all adjusted properly. All right, so I got this Rad Power Bike's RadExpand 5 all ready to go. I'm gonna take it for a little quick test ride. So just set the power level here. Easy to go up and down. There's full power. Wow, first thing I noticed is it's got some torque. The other thing I noticed is that front shock just smooths out the ride, makes it feel really nice. I'm going to take it over this bridge here, which it's a little bumpy. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, it definitely smooths it out. So I just did a quick stop at this intersection, and I will say the brakes seem to have a really good bite to them. Also, torque's great if you want to get across the street in a hurry. I'm going to pull up under the shade here and do a couple of little walk around on this bike. Love the integrated light comes with it. It's got the 20-inch tires. It does have fold-up pedals, which on a lot of the fold-up bikes, the pedals fold up also, which it's kind of nice. I would say they're still plasticky. I wouldn't say the greatest pedals you can get, but for a fold-up pedal, they work fine. Comes with the rear rack, which I love, nice and heavy. Rear light, also rear blinker, pretty cool. The seat, I would say, is pretty darn comfortable. Shimano Altus, which is, you know, pretty common on bikes of this type, and key to turn on and off the power. I do like the Rad Power's control panel, real easy to use. You set the power level here, 0 through 5. It does have an indicator to let you know that the blinker's on, which is kind of cool. Headlight indicator, power. You basically just charge it up through a little power port right here. Simple. It does have a water bottle mount, which is a nice feature. Some of the bikes don't. And then on the front shock, you can adjust the damper on this, plus and minus. It does also have a throttle. So you've got your power assist, but also if you want to get somewhere in a hurry, you can hit the throttle. The handlebars fold down with this mechanism here. It's got a lock on it to keep it from going anywhere. It does have a place for a front rack. So that's an accessory that they make. Of course, the fenders front and back. So yeah, you know, I think the most impressive thing for me on this bike is just the ride quality. There's no rattles in it. It just feels solid. The big tires and the shock provide a smooth ride. It's a good ride. I think for the right situation, it would make a perfect ride, especially for someone just looking to get around some campgrounds or something in an RV park. All right, I'm gonna ride back to the shop. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Love to have you keep up with what's going on here at the e-bike Outpost. Got a bunch of work done today at the e-bike Outpost. Loving the new spot and looking forward to getting a whole bunch of demo bikes put together. So if you're in the market for an e-bike, stop by and check it out. We'll have a bunch of bikes to test ride, including this RadExpand 5. So we'll see y'all next time.